Good morning, everybody. So I am out and about kind of early. It feels super early. It feels earlier than what it is. It's almost 10 o'clock. I have my doctor's appointment this morning. And I tell you what, every time I come to the doctor, this one parking spot is open and it is so easy for me to park my monster van in. And I am so thankful because I just pull straight in and I can pull straight back out. Anyways, so like I said, I have my doctor's appointment. I am 34 weeks today. I actually have an ultrasound today. It's not a normal time to have an ultrasound, but this is like a precautionary ultrasound for me because I have a history of having low amniotic fluid with my babies or them stopping grow in utero. Now, this hasn't happened this early in my pregnancies, but the doctors are usually cautious. So anyways, I'm excited to see baby boy and hopefully all is well. I'm a little nervous. I always get a little nervous, especially with an ultrasound. Lord, just please let everything be okay. So that's what I'm going to go do. I need to go run in. We kind of have a busy day outside of, I have an ultrasound appointment, a doctor's appointment. We have other stuff this afternoon. And y'all, I haven't had coffee yet. I'm like, I need some coffee. I need a little bit more pep in my step. So I've been drinking my coffee later in the day because in the mornings I'm just not feeling that great right now. And that has helped me waiting and having coffee later on. But I really felt like I should have had a cup before I left the house. But having an ultrasound and seeing the doctor, I thought, well, it's probably smart to just wait and not have this huge sugar rush right before an ultrasound, right? So I will definitely be stopping and getting a coffee after this. All right, I'm gonna run in, do my appointment, praying everything goes well, and that baby boy, I'm pretty sure he's measuring fine because he's got to be. I'm huge, so okay. That was like the fastest ultrasound and doctor's appointment ever. Everything went well, but I will update y'all on the details in a little bit. But I stopped and already got coffee. I stopped at a local coffee shop. I don't stop and get coffee very often at all. It's just not, I don't know. I like my coffee at home. I don't really, so it is an extra special treat for me. So I'm excited to try this place because I've heard rave reviews about it. But I got to get home because we got a lot of other things going on today. But like I said, I will update y'all on all the details because there was something a little unexpected. Not bad, just unexpected. Okay, it is several hours later. It's 4:30. So honestly, I had a lot on my to-do list today. A whole lot has not happened. I really wanted to finish planning some homeschool stuff that I need to work on. And we have co-op coming up, so I need to get some stuff prepared for that. And, well, I don't know what happened. But we also had 2 well-check appointments for two kids, okay? Drive them all the way to the doctor. I'm cooking dinner. I need to stop and just talk. Okay. Drive all the way to the doctor's appointment. It's about 30 minutes from our house. Get there. The doors are locked. I'm like, that's weird. I'm like, well, I was 10 minutes early. I was like, well, we'll just wait. I'm trying to find my confirmation because I know that I thought that they texted me my confirmation. Anyways, they didn't. It was an email. I found it. My appointment is on Monday. So I was really, really early. I'm like, well, all right. And then driving home, it was bumper to bumper traffic. Anyways, whatever. So we're back home. I'm cooking dinner. Once I get that done, I will sit down and update everything about my doctor's appointment. So this will kind of be a little bit of a different video, pregnancy update. Not really a vlog, I don't know. Anyways, we just haven't had, like I said, I've just been focusing on little things here and there. And really a lot has not gotten accomplished. Doing a lot, but a lot didn't happen. I don't know. Anyways, so I was hoping to get my desk kind of in order. Maybe I'll be able to do that this evening. I got some laundry to fold and put up. Just the normal mundane things. But I really need to focus on the co-op stuff. I'm rambling. But let me get dinner in the oven. I will be back. You want dinner in the oven?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I will get my pregnancy update to you guys. Yeah.
I do.
Yeah. You say hi.
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 Look, it's red.
Yeah, you got some water
Oh, red.
in the lid. Can you say bye?
Bye.
Can you blow a kiss? Mwah. What's that? What you got? We recently got out the Little People toys, which is like my all-time favorite toddler toys. Yeah. And Kinley loves them. Huh. And here's Drew Drew. Where's Drew Drew? Peekaboo. You were so cute. Yeah. Boo. Boo. Oh goodness, kids are being, well, kids and a little crazy. Oh, so I got dinner in the oven, but I wanted to take a minute and just say a huge heartfelt thank you to you guys. Many of you have sent us baby gifts, and it just blows me away that people would send us sweet gifts for our new baby. We have received diapers and blankets and baby outfits, and it is just the sweetest thing. Yep, say hi. Yep, you're eating some yogurt.
Yeah.
Can you say thank you? Thank you. And just the fact that you guys would think of us is just a huge blessing to me. I don't think I was vlogging whenever I got them, so I didn't film it or anything. I wasn't vlogging that day, but I didn't want it to go unnoticed, and I just wanted to say thank you. I am terrible at thank you cards. That's just one of the things. I always have like a list, and I just don't get around to it. I need to do a better job. So I wanted to take a minute here and just say a huge thank you for all the baby gifts. Oh, so today has been a little scattered and like all over the place. I feel like we've gotten nothing accomplished that was on my list, but okay. Anyways, I'm gonna finally update you guys on how my appointment went. So like I said, I am 34 weeks pregnant. The earliest that we have had a baby is at 37 weeks. So it's always like in the back of my mind. And actually that was Logan. And actually I was admitted at 36 weeks, but we were able to buy another week. So anyways, but the latest that I've had a baby is 41 weeks. And Kinley, our last baby, was 6 days late. So I'm all over the place. Everybody always asks, do you have them early or late? And I'm like, well, I really don't know. Anyway, so my doctor's appointment went really well. I had the sonogram. I meant to grab the sonogram picture. It's not the best picture because when babies are bigger, you know, like they're more squished in there. But I did get a picture of his sweet little face, and you can see his little chubby cheek. And I always ask them to look and see if they have hair, because a lot of our babies have a lot of hair. We have a couple who did not have as much, and she said that she did see a little bit of fuzz. So that would explain all the heartburn, unless that's just an old wives' tale. Okay, so baby is doing very good. And it was a quick ultrasound, which means he met all the, they like look for certain things. They look for practice breathing. They look for obviously size and growth and movement. Amniotic fluid, like there's a checklist that they do. They don't tell you this as they're doing it, but I've had many ultrasounds. I know what they're doing. And it really was very fast. That means that he was doing all the things rather quickly. So he is measuring, she said 6 pounds already. Y'all, that's what I was like. There was some unexpected news. He is measuring on the bigger side. I don't have big babies, okay? Like my babies are average on the smaller side. Our biggest baby would be our oldest. She was 7 pounds, 13 ounces, but I was a week late. And Kinley, our last baby, at 6 days late, she was 7 pounds, 9 ounces. Okay. So if he's already 6 pounds and I'm 34 weeks, and she did say, I mean, and I know this too, ultrasounds are not 100% accurate. And she said, I feel like they're off by a ½ pound going smaller. So she's guesstimating 5.5 pounds, but I'm only 34 weeks. So I don't know. Again, the measurements can be skewed. You don't really know until the baby comes. But y'all, I'm not all about having big babies. So anyways, I just think that's funny. And on top of his size, his head is measuring in the 94th percentile. Again, all of my babies always measure at the most 50th percentile or smaller. Like usually my babies are in the 30th percentile. What is up with this kid? I'm a little bit concerned. And what's funny is last night I was telling Nathan, I was like, maybe I'll have an unmedicated birth this time. And he kind of looked at me. So to kind of like backtrack, I had our first 7 unmedicated. I've always had a hospital birth, but I had our first 7 with no epidural. I did have the IV drug with a couple of them. So again, no epidural with our first 7. Come our 8th, 9th, and 10th, I did have the epidural, and it was amazing. And my plan has kind of been to have an epidural this time. But for some reason last night, I was just kind of feeling, I guess, like Superwoman. I don't know. But I was like, maybe I'll go unmedicated again this time. Nathan just kind of looked at me. He's like, really? He's like, I really kind of like the epidural. He's like, everything's calm. You know, it's just a little bit more relaxing as far as labor and delivery goes. Anyways, I was like, actually, I kind of was thinking, what if we did a home birth? And Nathan's like, you've gone crazy. I've never obviously had a home birth, and just that desire is there. And I'm just always amazed by the women that have home births. I don't know. I will have a hospital birth. But I don't know. The idea intrigues me. I have many good friends and family members who have had home births, and they just have beautiful stories. Anyway, so that's where that was all coming from. Fast forward to today, and I was telling Nathan, the baby's measurements, and he was like, so? And I was like, yeah, I'm probably gonna get that epidural. Anyways, the sun's now coming in. This room gets so much natural sunlight. That's why I film in here whenever I'm just doing sit down videos, but it's getting to be a bit much. Anyway, so that was the unexpected thing that I was like, oh my goodness. So he's measuring big, and he's got a big head. So we shall see. Now, again, these things are all just like predictions right now. You really don't know until the baby's here. We could have a change of events, and he comes early and he's small. That's what happened to me in the past. Is Jackson was actually my first baby with low amniotic fluid. And he was actually predicted by measurements that were happening and stuff. They were like, oh, he might be like 8 pounds. And I was like, oh my goodness. And he was my first baby, like I said, with low amniotic fluid. I had to be induced at 38 weeks because literally fluid was at a 0. I had nothing left. And then they prepared me for the worst news possible. Okay. Very, very stressful. And that he might not even be 5 pounds. So you really don't know. I mean, obviously everything was fine with Jackson. I did have no fluid, and he was 5 pounds, 12 ounces, and he didn't need to stay in the NICU because they had prepared me for all that stuff. So anyways, you really don't know. Again, these are all just predictions. But all of that to say, so they measured the fluid levels. And so the markers that they're looking for is they want your fluid levels to be between 5. At 5 or below, you're admitted to the hospital, okay? But they don't want it above a 24 either, because you can also have too much fluid. Y'all, I'm normally measuring at an 8, okay? I'm always on the lower end. The fluid level is at an 18. And I was just like, when she's measuring it and I'm calculating it up, I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, I don't know that I've ever had this much fluid. But I guess that explains my big old belly bump. So my first, a couple videos ago, that pregnancy update, I was like, gosh, I feel huge. But then the last one, I think it's the top. It's the stripes, right? The stripes are making me look big. Anyways, I actually really enjoy being pregnant. Because it's cute to have a bump when you're pregnant. Anyways, but we are doing good. So after my ultrasound, I'm talking way too much. After my ultrasound, I saw the doctor, and he's like, you're the picture perfect patient. He's like, I don't have anything to say to you. You're doing everything right. He's like, I wish that there was something I could do. He was like, but everything's great. He was like, you were obviously made to have babies. Urine's clear, blood pressure is always good. It's always on the lower side. He's like, you're just doing good. Just call us if you need us. And he's like, you could, because I said something about having so many babies back to back. He's like, and that's when he said you were made to have babies. He's like, you probably have 5 more in you. I don't know, let's deal with this one right here. One at a time, please. Anyway, so we're doing good. I did ask him, because I have had quite a bit of contractions and back pain and pelvic pain. Okay. And it's kind of just part of the course for having had so many babies and having them close together. And I knew that, but it's always good to just kind of like have reconfirmation from your doctor. And everything that I'm doing is what he suggested: belly belt, heat and ice, chiropractic care, rest when you can, drink plenty of water. So we're doing good. And he was like, he's like, the uterus has memory cells and it remembers doing this, and you just did this a year ago. So it's just kind of part of the course for having had babies so close together. So anyways, that was pretty much it. Like I said, we're doing good. And just to kind of like say, it is all very much worth it. I get many comments and stuff like that, and I try not to complain or say too much, because you always do get those comments, well, you shouldn't have kids that close together, or you shouldn't have 11 kids or whatever. And I've actually gotten a lot of comments lately about, well, I'm like, you just look very tired, stuff like that. That's because I am tired. I'm not sleeping that great with being very pregnant. Kinley still wakes up sometimes, so does Drew. So I'm not getting a full night's sleep, so that plays into a lot of it. I wake up often with like Charlie horses in my leg or whatever. And that's common in pregnancy, whether it's your first baby, or it's your 10th baby, or your 11th. Like, it's just part of being pregnant. And just because something might be hard for a season, being almost 9 months pregnant and caring for 10 children, I mean, it's hard. It's not, like a walk in the park every single day, but it doesn't mean that it's not worth it. And if we all avoided hard things in life, we really would not be very far to where we are. You know what I mean? Like, just in general. So those are the things that I remind myself is it's a season. It's worth it. I mean, yes, I have hard moments where I'm like, okay, this is really hurting, or I'm tired, but I know the end result is to have a beautiful, healthy boy in my arms and a lifetime with that child. And that is immeasurable. Like, you can't put a price tag or a timestamp or anything on that. So hopefully that encourages you all, whoever's going through a hard time in this moment. Like, God takes those hard times and brings us through them, and there's a beautiful testimony at the end. So just wanted to leave you guys with that. That's how I get through these moments. I've got to go finish taking care of everything else that I got going on and get dinner on the table, but I hope that you guys are doing well. And also to add, I have been praying for the prayer requests still from many videos ago, where I had asked if anybody was struggling with infertility. That it was really strong on my heart to pray for anybody, and many of you messaged me, and I am still praying for you guys. So again, please message me if you need prayer. I would be honored to stand in agreement with you before our Lord. And I just hope that you all are doing well, and we'll see you in the next video.